Yeah. Are you on Mark's account or is Mark in here?
No, Mark on Mark's account.
Okay.
Hey, folks, we're live by the looks of it. So if you can just let me know in the chat that you can see and hear us. We're here for the Team Life Change Leadership Bootcamp. So if you just want to let us know in the chat that you can see us, thanks everyone for coming along. Looks like we've got quite a few people in the house tonight. So welcome, welcome, welcome. As soon as we hear we've got everyone and you're able to hear and see, we will get going. Share some cool stuff with you. Roxanne's been killing it from what I hear with a new strategy that I'm excited to learn about, and we'll cover some of the basic stuff too that we normally do. So, yep, thank you, Jeannie. That's awesome. Okay, well, welcome everyone. As I say, this is the Team Life Change Leadership Bootcamp. My name is Clive Jeffrey. I'm actually filling in for Mark Ballon tonight, who can't make it, but stick with us. We'll share some cool stuff with you. I've got guests, other hosts with us tonight is Roxanne and Justin, and they're going to be helping out sharing some cool stuff, as I mentioned. So first of all, what we do is we meet here every day at this time at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, and we get into some live prospecting. And what I'm going to do first is just to show all the new members what we do when we bring new people in. We're actually going through a little bit of a change tonight, so things are a little bit up in the air, but it's going to be really, really simple. But what I will do first is take you through and show you our Facebook group, because what you want to do is when you sponsor someone in, you get them into our Facebook group and also our group chat, and then that will give you access to our private training site, and the Facebook group itself is actually secret, so you won't be able to search for it. You have to be invited in, and your sponsor will do that. So if you haven't already been invited in, be sure to get back with the person who got you here, and they will help you out. So first of all, I just want to quickly go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going, if Roxanne, if you can just let me know that you can see my screen when I share, and I will quickly run through and give you the basic tour.
Yeah, we can see.
Cool, cool, cool. Okay, well, basically here we are at our secret Facebook group, as I mentioned. Now you will have to get invited in here by your sponsor. If you may even have to give them your email that you've set up your Facebook account to get invited in, because that's, as I say, it's a secret group, and that's the only way to get access. And then you'll be provided with the link to come in every day, because this is where links for every night's webinar get posted. There are a new link every day. You do have to register, and there is also this is where we get announcements. New people get introduced to the group, and the corporate calls are shared in here, as well as I'm going to take you through where everything is stored in one place. But for the meantime, if you come up here and look into the files section, you will see the new members training area. This is basically going to take us through to our new training site, and this is where everything is going to be stored. You can see here it's still not complete, excuse me, 100%, but you'll be able to come in and find information. Now, if you are new to network marketing, this is where you want to go. Even if you've been around for a while, there's some awesome information here. Excuse me, with lots of different free training from Eric Worre, the godfather of network marketing, and I really recommend you come and check out these training tools. Excuse me. There's also then the getting started section. You must come and watch these videos. Very, very important. These are in the process of being updated and shortened, so these will probably happen next week. You will see then the leadership webinars. These are all the replays, as you can see. These every day we do a webinar. The recordings are placed in here for you to come and check them out. And if you're new, I strongly recommend you go and check out at least the last two, and that'll give you a good understanding as to what we're doing here. corporate calls. These are the company calls, and again, replays are put in here. These are great tools to share with your prospective clients, and we'll actually show you how we're going to do that in a little bit later on. Here's a cold calling section which has not been added as yet, but that will come, and as well as questions. This is going to have a video in here which is going to show you how to go about getting questions answered, and if they're not already available in the frequently asked questions on the replicated sites, you'll definitely be able to get access to senior people to answer the questions if you come in here. The next one over is the samples, and again there's going to be a video placed in there. But if you go through and check out the getting started videos, that'll give you a good understanding as to how we go about things, what's required of you to get up and running, and also how you can apply to get your own replicated sample site. This is a tool that's only available to our team. It's not available from the company. It's all ours, and that Mark has put together for us, and it's a tool that's been very successful in helping with us as a team duplicate. So that's pretty much it. It's really simple. It's all in one place. So one other thing that I do want to quickly go and show you is that you want to make sure that your sponsor brings you into this team chat. This is probably one of the most beneficial things I've found. This is a place where you can come and literally get your day-to-day questions while you're prospecting. If you any hurdles you come up against while you're prospecting, talking to people, put them in here, and you'll get them answered in real time. There's people working around the clock, literally around the world. So there's always someone here that can help answer your questions. And if you go back through, you'll just see it's very active, and a fun place to be and come hang out. Not only share your successes and obstacles, and get your questions answered. So it's a very, very valuable tool. And quite honestly, we don't know of any other place or team that is doing anything like this, where you can literally come and not be left out on your own. You can work together as a team and really get yourself and your team growing and duplicating right away. So the trick is to bring people into this, plug them into these nightly webinars, and that will basically have you up to speed. We'll take care of them from here. So all you've got to do is get your people in, plug them into this nightly webinar, and we will help point and direct them. So it's all about duplication. We're making it as simple as possible as we can as a team, and we're lucky to have a leader like Mark who's got the technical skills to be able to set everything up like this, so that we can literally have the tools to point, guide, and direct. So regardless of your skill level, you're well ahead of the 8 ball, so to speak, to be able to get your team up and running and duplicating. So that's basically all we have to do for the introduction. As I say, the whole purpose of these webinars is to come and show you guys how to come out and prospect. And we have a pretty cool system that we do, and it's basically a 3-step process where we go out and meet people that we don't know, get them to become aware of us, and then we also start conversations with people that we have become friends with, and the intention of that is to build rapport and then ask them if they are open to take a look at what we're up to. And that's basically our job. We're not here to convince anyone. And in fact, I was actually on a Brian Carruthers prospecting webinar today, and he had a pretty cool saying. He said, amateurs convince and professionals sort. So we're professionals. What we are here to do is we merely sort. We provide the information. It's up to them to decide whether it's for them or not. And if you go through the training in that site that I sent you through, the startup training, you will see why we are as happy to get a no as we are to get a yes. All we've got to do is ask them, and if you do this consistently, ask people every day for 90 days, you're going to be in the top 1% of all network marketers. So the trick is the consistency, and if you read books like The Slight Edge, you'll understand why. It's the compound effect of doing things daily, and that's the very reason we are here every day of the week, 7 days a week, to build our team. So with that being said, I want to start. Hopefully Roxanne's going to come and share some stuff. This is something new that we are. Roxanne has been working on. It's something really exciting. Sounds like she's getting some really good results. Justin's been doing it as well. So I'll hand the floor over to Roxanne. Did you want to start and show us what you've done, and then Justin, you take over and do what you're doing?
I can start as long as my dog shuts up. Yeah, it sounds like
cool,
Justin's
okay.
really doing good at this too. But I'll share my screen as I just started by. I was out on the lake all day today, so I didn't have time to prospect today yet. But I did go in and join about 20 new of the Facebook sale groups.
Right.
And I've been posting, just started posting in those. I did about, gosh, I want to say 3 weeks ago, and off one post, I got 6 people that were interested. And
Wow.
I've been kind of testing this, and it seems like when I post an image with them, they convert better than when I just put the words in there, no image. So,
Yeah, makes sense.
so yeah, I'm starting to use the image now again, whereas I didn't recently. But yeah, I will share my screen here.
Okay.
Hopefully I won't get kicked off again. Okay, so you can see my screen?
Yes, we can. So I'll mute
Okay.
out and you go for it.
Okay, so they're under your favorites, and if they're at the bottom. You know, I don't know if everybody's the same, but they say sale groups, and when you go to that, let me take a bit here. I have a lot of windows open. I kind of started out in my area, St. Cloud, Minnesota area, but I've kind of been going to the cities, Maple Grove and stuff, and you need to read, and I'll kind of go into, I always right-click and go open up in a new link, in a new tab, and I always go and read oops, let me just close some of these here. I always go and read the rules and the guidelines, because if they won't let you post, then it's no reason to join that group. So if they say it's okay to post your products, then I'll join that group. And I'm not a member of this group yet, but if it's okay that you post your products in here, then I would join that group, and I would also keep an eye out as to how many members there are, because if there are not many members, I don't waste my time. So that's kind of what I do as to how do I join these. But if you go back to the when you open up the actual sale groups, you can go in and put any areas that you want. You can search, with the map, and you can search any state, any city, anywhere that you want. So it's really awesome that way. I will go to, well, first of all, from that very first post that I did, and this was back on June 8th, and somehow I missed these 6 messages until, oh my gosh, almost like 3 weeks later. I'm not sure how I missed those, but when I went in my phone and went under the messages is when I seen them all. And so then,
Sorry, Roxanne, just before you go on a bit further, there's been a question posed, and while you're there, it might be a good time to just answer it. Lynn's asking, how did you find that map? Could you just go over that in a little bit more detail before you go on to the actual post that you made?
How did I find what?
The map and the location, how people can search for their location.
Sure.
It automatically populates to wherever you live normally.
To where you live, yes. It automatically does it, like Justin said. And, and I've just gone down to the ones that pop up, and I've just kind of, gone down and done all of those. I right-clicked, open it up into a new tab, and I searched all of these first. And Justin, you might know, but I haven't been able to figure out how to do, the map search where you can go to different, different states or cities. I've been told you can do that, but I have not been able to figure that one out. So, Justin, if you know how to do that, that would be great if you could share that. But so it comes up, all the ones that are in your area come up automatically. And that's all of these on that left-hand side, if you see me scrolling here.
Cool.
Okay, does that make sense? And then, you can go out further, and if you see all of these, in all these cities, there's all these groups. So that's the only way that I've been knowing. I don't know how to figure out how to go to a different state yet, but from the person that showed me this, you are able to do that, but I forgot how to do it, or I can't figure that out. So, so yeah, if Justin knows how to do this, that'd be great to know that. So, but I've just been going to the ones that are in my area so far, and that's all these right here. Okay. So the message, you know, I had gotten, I was only able to find 2 of them here, and I've got the others on my phone, so I don't know why they're not coming up. But, you know, one was just, hello, I'm interested in your product, how it's called. She probably meant, what's it called? And I just, you know, apologized. I said, hey, I'm sorry, I just saw your message here. Here's the link to check it out. If you'd like to get a 3-day sample to try it, let me know, and I'll get you another link. So I sent her directly to the Lavelle site, and you know, and I just repeated that I have 3-day samples if she's interested in trying it. And I thought I had the amount in the post that I did, because when you do selling, I'm pretty positive you got to put in amount, but I'm not sure because I've added the amount in every one. So I went on to say that they're $24 for the women's. You know, and then I brought up the fact that we have a daily mastermind to sign up. You know, to get into that, you have to sign up as a customer account, no credit card needed. You know, that we have a nightly mastermind webinars if you want to check that out. And I even said, you know, even the newbies are crushing it. Then I said that if you're doing any marketing, I find out if you like to promote this stuff, it works out so good that people are joining like crazy. So then I went on and I said another thing, go to the site and watch the testimonials. And that was the Try the Experience site that I gave her. In that after you watch the testimonials, you know, I just kind of said to what made me excited to try this is that, what did I say? Not just saying this, but I have never felt so good since I've been using these 3 products. My aches and pains are gone, and the energy is beyond amazing. Well, then, you know, she's seen my post here, and this was just on, well, Thursday. And lo and behold, she gave me a call. This woman did.
Wow.
And it's like, I don't know how she got my number, but it's, I guess, in Facebook or somehow, but she got my phone number. So she called me and was asking me more about this product, and she said she went to the site, checked it out, and she said that she would like to try the 3-day product. So I actually sent that out to her Friday, the day after, yeah. And I haven't heard back from her yet, but you know, she hasn't gotten it or anything, so I'm kind of waiting on that one. So that one's a live one yet.
Wow, super cool. Well done.
Yeah, so I thought that was really cool that she called me. It's like, oh my gosh, I was shocked. You know, especially it's like she could have just commented on, you know, the post here. But so that was kind of cool. That was my first phone call, you know, about the samples. So then another post was, she said she's interested in learning about your health and wellness products and your marketing business. And like, you know, you can see it was June 8th when she posted this, and I didn't see it until June 29th. It's like, I'm probably pretty sure I lost this customer because it was so late. But so I apologized to her. Saying that I just seen her message now, and I said that I can send you a couple links to check out. We should then chat so I can see what would be a good fit for you. Would you like the links or chat first? I said. So I didn't hear back from her, and so that was like a couple days. So then I just went ahead and sent her the Lavelle website to check out, and then I said I can send out the 3-day samples if you're interested in trying it. And then I went on and said, you know, as for my marketing, I guess I should have made this bigger if you guys could see that. As for my marketing, you know, if you can join me Wednesday night on our free webinars, and I'm talking the MLSP one, you'll see what it's all about in the community. We're all in to help each other. Let me know if you'd like the link to check that out, or let me know if you have any questions. And that was just on Monday here. I have not heard back from her, so I'm pretty sure I've lost her, but I thought, you know, either today or tomorrow, tonight or tomorrow yet, I will send her one more message and see where that goes. And as for the other 4 messages, I responded to them, sent them the link, and I have not heard back from them either. So that was a huge mistake on my part. I have no idea how I missed their messages, but you know, that's kind of something. I didn't put them in the Lavelle list like I should have, because then I wouldn't have missed them. You know, so that's kind of where I'm at with that. But as for posting in the groups, I can kind of just show you, because I just posted a couple right here before the webinar tonight. Let's see. And the ones that I did all tonight here, I think I did like 8 of them that I'm a member now. I hope this one still says I have one post. So here. So this is the post I put in there, but I did not put an image. So I'm seeing how these are going to convert without an image. And the image I used was me on my motorcycle with the patch on my arm. You know, I thought that kind of might grab their attention. So, like I said, I'm going to see if I get any comments back on. Let's see, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them that I just did within the last hour here, and to see if they convert it all without a image. So, and if I don't get any messages back, I think I'm going to use an image every single time then, because I think it just grabs people's attention with that image. You know, they're going to look at that and think, well, what, you know, she's talking about all natural products, but she's got an image of her and her bike here. You know, so that might create curiosity. You know, I'm not sure. So that's pretty much all that I've been trying to do with these sale groups, is just to see what's working. But I think, you know, from what Justin's been posting, they're working really well for him. So I'll have to see how that goes. So, but
cool. That's awesome. Because
yeah,
I definitely found with no matter what I do, an image involved, the interaction is way better. It's just no doubt at all that an image works better. So yeah, I would continue to use it for sure.
Yep, and I was actually surprised from, you know, being 3 weeks old on that one, that I actually, you know, she wanted to try that 3-day sample with that phone call to me. So I thought that was kind of exciting that, wow, I didn't lose her anyway.
No, that's right, and that just gives you encouragement now to keep doing it. But also just for the new people and for others as well, this is a something to do as well as the active prospecting that we're going to show you to do, because this is what is very much a passive kind of
Yes.
in addition to what we do. The prime focus of this webinar is prospecting, but this is just something pretty cool. As you can see, if you can have that set up in the background as well as doing your prospecting, you're going to, you know, just have more hooks in the water, so to speak. And yeah, so that's really cool. Oh yeah, I'm excited to see.
Well, that would be awesome. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been doing more of the prospecting, like we're, you know, teaching everybody to do. But when I seen somebody show me about those sale groups, it's like I didn't even know that existed. So I'm just kind of testing that out now and see where that goes.
Cool. So yeah, now let's have a hear what Justin does as well, and see some of his magic. I saw your image, Justin, where you actually had your domain on the image. That was pretty cool. So if you can fill us in on what you've been up to, that'd be great.
Yeah. So I'll show you like the basics of what I'm doing. I'll share my screen and show you the basics. But here and maybe in the next week or so, I'll go into detail on like how to set it up and what to say.
Cool. Yeah. Just to give us a quick run through now would be awesome.
Yeah,
and the
that would
reason
be
why
great.
is I've been doing this for I got it all. I spent a few days setting it all up, and I've probably spent. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, I probably spent just the last day, maybe day and a half, actually doing this and working it, and it's working because I got about 21 leads. Am I muted?
No, we can hear you. What do you how do you determine a lead? Is that someone that's reached out and said, "Can I have a look," or what are you calling a lead?
I'll show you. So Roxanne, when I show you this is gonna be cool because Roxanne was pretty much spot on, and maybe after I do this, she's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing." Let's see. Okay, so what I've done is I've created a group, and nobody can get into this group without me approving them. and this group I think has 21 members, 20 members. So um, I'm one member, so I've got 19 leads, and um, so I'll show you how I do my post. So just like Roxanne was saying, you'll go down to sale groups, and I'll show you how to zoom out real quick too. The way, like on my mouse, I have a little roller ball. Just put your mouse here and roll out, and then you can click wherever you want to go.
Oh wow, cool.
You can go into Canada, or I'm guessing you could go across the world. I don't know. Yeah, looks like there's one group there. So
Sweet.
that would be cool.
Awesome, Justin. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. So yeah, let's just go find a couple groups maybe. Let's go to Atlanta's a pretty big city. So you just zoom on, and like when you click your mouse, it populates all the ones that are near that area.
Mhm.
So let's see. This one's got 55,000 people. That's good. And you just want to be congruent. Garage sale, that's 8,000. I don't really want that one. It's not enough people. Looks like there's a lot of.
Justin, are you doing garage sales and yard sales? Because I've been mostly doing like sale items. Where you can post your items for sale. For sale,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Yeah,
So you're doing.
yeah, I heard you say something about listing a price. If you go into that group and you click discuss, you don't have to list a price. It's just a regular post.
Okay.
While Justin's just doing that, I just want to also just remind people too that don't go crazy joining groups. 5, 10 a day max. You don't want to go and get thrown in Facebook jail, and you will if you go and try and join a whole bunch in one day. If you haven't, Facebook looks for patterns, and if you do something out of the norm like that, they're going to shut you down. So just be careful.
Yep. So that's how I find my groups, and I'll just go to a group that I'm in, and like let's say I just got added to this group. I want to look at the description, read it, because a lot of them say no affiliate marketing, no MLM, no none of that stuff. So you obviously don't want to join those groups because you're here to do posts, and if you can't post what you need to be posting, it's not worth going in it. Something else
Right.
too, a lot of these groups, like see right here how you see this button, Roxanne. When you hit that, it turns into a regular post.
Oh,
So, but if it automatically goes to this where you have to do all that crap. But
okay, perfect.
a lot of these groups, once you make your post and you hit post, it says something about your post is waiting on admin approval. If you find a group like that, you need to remove yourself because 9 times out of 10, you'll find one or two that'll approve your post, but 9 times out of 10, they're not going to. Even if they allow MLM, people don't want you to win. They don't want you to succeed. They know what you're doing and they don't want you to win. So
Okay.
maybe you have something for sale around your house that you could post that you could care less if it actually sold, right? Or maybe toss it up in there, see if it is actually needs an admin or not, and quickly delete it. You need to find out if it needs admin approval for your post or not. I found a few that doesn't, and I've actually found two so far that does need admin approval, but they did accept my Thrive post. Well, I don't mention a company or product, so they may not have, but they knew it was a product because I was talking about weight loss. So sometimes you do find those. Um, Now let me see. I bet I could
So what do you,
probably.
Justin? Sorry, Justin. What do you put when it says what are you selling? Because I put all natural products there, and that's it.
You click to start discussion, and you don't do the sell something. You do discussion.
Okay.
See, it removes
Uh,
the price, the description, and all that crap. So you just want to click that, and then do your post. So I'm gonna search in this group real quick. I'm pretty sure I posted in it. And every time, hey, that Roxanne made a good point. Every time that you make a post, always post a picture. Always, always, always. So here's one of my posts. Look at her go. That's what I'm talking about. She took control of her health and achieved amazing results. You can do it too. You just got to make the change. I'm here to help you with your goals. Weight loss, joint aches and pains, more energy. Look at happy customers below. With this program, you can speed up your weight loss goals, have more energy, real energy that lasts all day, and sleep better at night. And I made this post. No company name, no Thrive, no Lavelle, no logo, no nothing. And then you make that post and you leave it alone. And then you come back like an hour or a day later, and you make another post.
mm-hmm.
Bam. What's this do? It bumps this post to the top.
So did
And
you just
then,
comment on your own post? Is that what you did there?
exactly. And then you come in and bam, you put another one. And then and then you put this. Do you want more information? Join my group to get more info and request your sample. And then I put a link to my group. So they come right to here and they click join. And then when they do that, um, I don't think there's any I need to approve. No. When they do that, you approve them. I make sure that they're not already in an MLM or they're not posting about products on their wall.
Oh, that's cool. So, Justin,
And
where do you get your images that you're using? Because I've been using my own,
you,
me in the image.
that's good because it's always personal, but you can only do so many of your own. But this one I
Right.
made, but these I just got off the Lavelle's Facebook page and I cropped them so it didn't say the company name.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, this is a good strategy because I get a lot of people saying info, info, info. I mean, this was all back to back. And this isn't the only group I posted in. I mean, I just started doing this yesterday. I've already got 20 people in here.
That's
So
awesome.
it's, but like I said, when you post something about, because I would join my group to get more info and request your samples, people think the word sample is free. So you're going to have people just piling in here like crazy. And when people find out that it costs, it's good because it's a weeding process. You're weeding out the people who ain't serious. But there's a lot of people who want it that just may not have the money. So, but they're still in my group, and they'll see it because I go live in that group, so people can build a relationship with me. They can ask me questions. I do like post where they can share it to win um, a free 3-day sample. That way, they share it to their wall, and all their friends see it. And so yeah, it's pretty awesome how you can kind of be secretive about this. And
Hmm.
this is also my other Facebook account. This this only got like 300 friends. I don't think I have any. Maybe Brittany Keller, but that's pretty much about it so far. So I can really be secretive about it.
Cool.
Very cool, very cool.
Yes.
So then you're just reaching out to them personally so anyone that goes in there, your first approach is to actually just message them and give them your sample site. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I go in there and there we go. So I go in there and I message them. And then when they accept it, I immediately add them to my exposures list, so I know
Right.
they're on it, so I can everything I post they see. And then um, I just add them. I say, hey, great to meet you. How's it going? And then I say, I guess I seen where you requested to come into my lifestyle change group. I'm guessing you've seen one of my posts, the one that I posted about energy, weight loss, and better sleep, and aches and pains. Which one of those interests you? They say, hey, great to meet you, all of the above. Or they might say weight loss. And I say, well, great. Then I say something like, um, how much are you currently spending on items a month for this? And then, like, I just ask a bunch of questions to figure out, if it even be a good fit. And then I'll send them a tool, and then I send them my sample site if they want to see something else, and then I send them to where they can actually buy the sample there. Then see, that's when I came to Mark, and I was like, hey, we need one site that has all this information, because when you send somebody 5 tools, but they need to see all 5 of them, it's just a bad vibe that
Mhm.
it puts off. Like, because they need to see the video that's how what is Thrive, how do you take it, and what do you take, how does it work, can you get it free, does it work, what people are saying. So that's 6 YouTube links you're sending them, and then after they see it, it's going to populate garbage. So that's why we need one website where they can't click off of, and it's got the 5 main videos. They go to the website, they watch all 5. They're no longer than 4 or 5 minutes apiece, and they're done. And at the bottom of that, it says something like, "Get back to the person who sent you here,"
Yeah,
or
so that
it might have a button that says "Make your free account," but that's it.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's
that's cool
excellent.
because that's Mark's pretty much got that completed now, so that should be available early next week for sure. That's awesome. So
Mhm.
with so you using individual videos rather than just sending people straight to your sample site then?
Yeah. No, I send people the sample site, but not first, because when you take a stranger and you say, "All right, well, check out my website. Here's my username and password," that's not a good vibe either. They're like, "Whoa, what are you giving me your pass? This is crazy. What?" You know. So then again, this is why we need this one website people can go to, and it has the 5 main videos
Yeah,
that people can get this information from, and that doesn't populate no other garbage videos, and it's just the perfect tool that we need.
yeah. So
Yeah,
well, that's cool. I agree. And as I say, yeah, from what Mark was showing last night, it's pretty much going to be done soon. So, but yeah, I agree.
yeah, that's excellent. Excellent idea, Justin,
Yeah,
to do
cool.
that.
Okay, well, that's awesome. So that's, as I say, that's something an additional that we going to add to our arsenal here of tools to grow this team. And as I say, and it's a it's not the main thing that we do here. It's an add-on, and it's something passive that you can do in the background, which is, I mean, the way we prospect is all using attraction marketing techniques, and what Justin and Roxanne have just shown you is, attraction marketing at its finest. Really, it's having something out there that people are responding to and saying, please give me more information, and yeah, which is great. So as I say, it's an add-on to what we do as far as prospecting goes. So what I'm going to do now then is I'm going to go through the basic strategy of how we go about prospecting, like I mentioned in the beginning. Unless you guys shown everything that you've done to show, you wanted to show so far.
For today, yep.
Yep, cool. Okay.
Yeah, me
So
too.
yes,
Prospect today.
cool. Okay. So yeah, so as I mentioned in the beginning, the 3 steps we go through is meeting people. And so I'm going to go through now and take you through and show you how to find people to talk to, and then we're going to go out and start some conversations, and then the third step in the process is to ask the question is, are you open to take a look? So I'm going to share my screen again. If you can just let me know that you can see it, Roxanne, and we'll get going.
I can see it. I
Cool,
can
cool,
see it,
cool.
Clive.
Thank you.
You're
Righty
welcome.
ho. So the first thing we're going to do here is because we're in the home business profession, we're going to go and look for other people that are in the niche of the home business profession. So what we're going to do is look for a high-profile person that that we know has got a big following, and we can go and start meeting people within that Facebook group. So I'm going to search for Eric Worre. Eric Worre, if you don't know him, he's sort of known as the godfather of network marketing, and he's got a group that has over 1 million likes. yeah, nearly 1.1 million likes. That's a lot of people. Excuse me. So what we come down here, and you can see this post was done 2 hours ago. It's had 486 likes. So what I do is I click on that, and that's going to bring up everyone who has liked this page. I'll just see if I can blow this up a little. There we go. So what I'm looking for here is, you can see on the right hand side, it tells me the people that have liked the page that I'm friends with, and then it'll also go down and see where it says add friend. Obviously those people aren't my friends. So what I'm going to look for is people that who aren't my friends, but we do have mutual friends. So like this one here, and what I'm going to do, she's got her follow button activated, which is everything I want. So what I do is I right click on that name, her name, and I'm going to open it in a new tab. And by opening in a new tab, I'm not going to lose my place over here, because that's frustrating if you've got to keep going back and doing that. So then I go over to her page, and I'll just do a bit of reconnaissance, just to due diligence, basically, to make sure that she is someone that I know is worth following. And I clearly see that she is. She's got friends in the home business niche that I recognize, even team members here. There's Megan, and she obviously likes Ray Higdon and Cesar Rodriguez, so a good candidate. So I'm going to click follow. Now by clicking follow, she's going to get a notification, and then I'm going to go and make a comment on her header page. She obviously likes dogs, so I'm just going to click that. Now I can't comment on this, which is unfortunate. So just that says to me that she's not very experienced, because as a marketer, you want to be able to let anyone comment and follow you. So the whole idea is to build your following. That's why we're on social media. So I'll just go down and find another post. I'm just going to like that and like it, and that's all we do. So now she's got a notification that I followed her, and this is a way to get people to come back and friend you. You can see up here I've got people that send me friend requests. So it doesn't seem like much is happening here, but if you do, I suggest doing this to about 10 people a day, and that's going to grow, and you're going to continually have people to talk to and get friend requests sent to you. So again, you just keep scrolling down to find someone. I'm already following him. I'm looking for the ones with mutual friends. Now you can try with them if you don't have mutual friends, but the chances are you're going to have a much better chance of them sending you a friend request if you do have mutual friends. So then again, I'm allowed to follow her, so I'm going to right click on her name. I'm going to follow her. And yeah, she's got a cool header. Let's see if I can comment on it. Yes, I can. So I'm going to like it, and then I'm just going to say cool header, Dolores. And I'm going to tag her in on it, so that way she's going to get another notification. So she's got a notification now that I liked and commented on her header. She's got one from that I'm following her, and now we're going to go and find another post, one more post to comment in. So you're still watching while I'm building multiple stream income. Come and join me. And I'm just going to say, you've got to love residual income. For multiple streams of income. And that's it. So that's enough. You don't want to seem too weird. Excuse me. So and then we're on to the next one. So that's as simple as that. But if you do this, as I say, to a minimum of 10 people a day, you're going to have a bunch of friend requests. And if you have a very small friends list, you want to spend more time doing this than the next couple of steps that we're going to go on to. So let's see. Going to have a look where Paul is. And he's in Romania, so he's not worth at this time following, because we don't operate in Romania. So we'll go and find another one. Let's go and see what Ryan's up to. Nobody following him. Matt, I can't follow him. Vanessa, right click on her name, and again I can follow her, so I'm going to do that. And you see, I'm just going to again put cool-headed, Janessa. And again, it sounds like it's repetitive, but to you it is, but to them it's not. You see, so it doesn't matter. So, but you can try and make it, as relevant as possible. But I don't want to sit here thinking about it while you guys are watching. But the thing is to look for something to compliment them about. People don't get very many compliments, not even from their own family. It's very seldom do people get complimented. So when you do that, straight away, that people want, you endear them to you. They don't even realize that they will like you. It's just subconscious. It's the fact that that you've complimented them. They just can't help. They don't even know why they're attracted to you. So I don't want to. I'm just going to comment on this dog picture, the dog resuscitation. I'm just going to put, how cool is that? How cool is that? And that's enough. That's all we need to do. And as I say, we're just going to leave it there. But you want to do about 10 a day minimum, and you will find that your friend requests are going to grow, and then you can start building an audience of people that are in the home business arena and are great candidates to present and ask if they're open to have a look at what we're up to here. So I'll just go through and just show you here so you can see all these different friend requests I haven't got back to yet that I've got to get back to. What I normally do is I don't accept the friend requests, and I'll just show you quickly what I do. I'll just click on the name, and again I should have right-clicked, but I didn't, and I just send them a message now. But I don't send a message when I'm initially liking and commenting on their page. But once they send me a friend request, I comment, and I just say, "Hey," I'm assuming that Hughes is the first name. That sounds a bit odd, but hey Hughes, thanks for sending through that friend request. And I don't accept the friend request till they respond, because if they don't respond to my message, then what's the point of friending them? I'm going to say, how is everything in your world? That's the process. Now, when we just go through and you do that same thing to all your friend requests, and that's a good way to open up conversations. And then, once they come back to you with, or if they don't, I just end up deleting the friend request. But this is all part of that meeting people. So that's the first step. So we go out and like and comment on their stuff. When the friend requests come through, then you message them with a message, something like I've just shared with you here. And when they respond, then I accept their friend request, and then they will go into if there's an engaging conversation, I will sometimes ask them straight away, if they're open to have a look. But more often than not, they will just become a friend, and then they will start showing up on my green list over here when they're online, and that's where we go into the next stage, which is opening up conversations. And now, what we do is I actually reach out and open 25 conversations a day, and I record those, and I want to just show you if I can. So here you can see was my spreadsheet of I don't know if hopefully you can see that. Let's see if I can. It's a bit bigger. But basically, we started recording this from beginning of July. So what I do is when I send them a message, I put their name in the spreadsheet. If they respond, then I put across there, and then if I ask whether they're open to take a look, I put an X there, and if they if they answer me, it goes in there yes or no, and all we're going for is yeses or nos. Each one is just as valuable to us as the next. I mean, either we don't care if it's a yes or no as long as we get an answer. But that's all our job is. As I said in the beginning, we're not here to convince anyone. We're just here to ask if they're open, and it's up to them to decide. So you can see each day I reach out. Most of them respond back, to my question, and I'm going to show you what I say to them, and then I ask them, and I'm getting a good response. And the last couple of days have been less of a response, and these are just two days, the last couple of days. So it's been quite interesting. The last couple of days, for some reason, the responses have been a lot less. And the reason is, for these last couple of days, I tried something different, and that was just going for different friends that weren't actually on at the moment. So they could be friends that probably aren't as regular. So it definitely pays to go to that green list, because you're definitely getting a better response rate. So by the green list, let me just show you what I mean. It's these people here. These green lights or green dots indicate that they're people that are actually online at the moment. And excuse me. So what I do is I just find someone that I don't recognize the name, and I will send them a message. So let's find someone, and I'll quickly show you. Yeah, let's go and look again. Right click on the name. I don't recognize, but open up her page. She lives in Australia, so we are actually in Australia. Got some mutual friends. Have I spoken to her in the past? No, I haven't. So what I do here now is, for those that are new, we've got our scripts are in the group, and they'll also be on that site that I showed you originally when we were showing about the setup. So what I do is I go and grab my script, which is basically looks like we've been Facebook friends for a while now, but I've never really spoken. So I thought I'd fix that. LOL, how's everything going in your world? So copy that and go back, and I'm going to paste it then. Say, hey Elizabeth, and what I do is I don't want it to look like I'm copying and pasting, so I send it through as two separate pieces, just like that. So then what I do now is I copy her name and take her back to my spreadsheet. Oops, wrong one. And just add it in the bottom here. Okay, I just want to double check that I was still screen sharing there, so you can still see all this. So that's basically it, how I reach out to people. So what I'm going to do now is, and as I say, I reach out to 25 people a day like that, and then I get those responses. So what we'll do now is go and have a look at some of my messages that I sent out earlier and follow up the conversations. Excuse me. So I just scroll down to I'm still getting over this cold, so please bear with me. Now this guy was actually, it was an interesting one. I thought he was a young guy. He sent me through the friend request, so I'll just blow up this conversation. Let's see if I can make that a little bit bigger. So again, hey Ryan, thanks for sending through the friend request. How's everything going in your world? He goes, awesome, you. So I said, glad to hear it. Any big plans for the weekend? He's actually on vacation. Sounds like fun. How about you? I said, hanging by the pool here in St. Augustine, doing a little work. I said, how long are you in Kentucky for? He said, I'm not sure. We're not on a one-way ticket. He's actually a marketer. I know that because I looked at his profile. He said, how long have I been doing it? And I said, oh, I've been self-employed since 1990. And I said, probably longer than you've been born. And he said, yep, 1997. So he says, what do you do? So I said, I'm a marketer. He goes, what do you sell? And I said, are you open to take a look? And he said, always. I said, cheers. And what I sent him was this link here. I'll just show you. It's the Direct Selling News link, which shows how we won the Bravo Awards for the fastest growing company in North America, and it shows all the details about the company and product like that. So, which is a great link to share. I often share that with people, with marketers who I know is in another company, because that they go, oh, even if they're health and wellness, especially if they're health and wellness, because then they go, wow, I should be in that one. So he goes, cool, I'll take a look when I get home. I'm having lunch right now. So that was just this afternoon, a couple of hours ago. So that was a good one. Let's go find another one. So here was one that's, again, this one, all I did was, again, I've actually spoken to her, but wasn't until last time I spoke to her was, I don't know, ages ago. It doesn't even have the date there. It was a long time ago. It might have been, but what I did, I just went back to her today, said, oh, look, hey, Sue, long time no speak. How's everything going in your world? Simple as that. I said, hi, Clive, I'm doing well. And you? So I'm just going to go, all I do is I go, hey, Sue, glad to hear you're doing well. Well, oops, what did I do there? Hey, Sue, glad to hear you're doing well. Things are great. Mine too, thanks. Then all I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and grab my script, and this is the one I like to use, which is, I wanted to let you know, again, this is my go-to script, and it's, I go back and say, I paste it all in there, but again, I break it up. So let me just blow this up for you. There you go. So just so you can see there. Glad to hear you're doing well. Things are great. Mine too. Basically goes through, as you can see there. It's the same script I use all the time. And again, this is in their file section of our group and on that new site that we've got as well. And are you open to have a look? Simple as that. Then we'll wait and see what she comes back with. And we'll go on to the next one. So click on that one, see what she says. Let's open it up. See full conversation. So again, a friend that I didn't know anything about said, hey, hello Shirley, look like we've been Facebook friends for a while, never really spoken, so I thought I'd better fix that. LOL, how's everything going in your world? Hi there. Things are not too bad, thanks. Funny how people become Facebook friends and never really know each other, except that we have common interests, parrots. So that's a good thing that we always talk about. Friend people that you have a common interest with, so you've got something to talk about. I'm just going to put glad again, same again. Glad to. Shirley. Now I always mention their name. That's people's favorite sound, is their name. Always mention your name whenever you can without being weird, obviously. So glad to hear you're doing well, Shirley. And I'm going to say, but she didn't ask me how I'm doing, but I'm just going to say, how can I address that? I might. Funny how people become Facebook friends and never really know. So I'm going to put, yeah, so much for being social, LOL. Again, now I'm just going to go straight into my script again, because as I say, we're looking for people, we're sorting, and this is what we do. So we're not here to convince, we're here to sort. So the ones that are interested will say yes, the ones that aren't will say no. Are you open to have a look? So yeah, and that's basically the process you go through, and then we get, let's see, we've got a response there. She goes, oh, gosh, so she's responded. She goes, sure, as long as it's not an MLM thing that I have to get involved in. I'm just going to say, oops, wait. I'm just going to say, it is an MLM, but I'm looking for customers. I'm just going to say, cheers, Sue. I mean, again, you know, this is someone that I had actually spoken to before, yeah, but I don't know who she is anyway. Cheers, Sue. I'm just going to tell her that it is actually an MLM, but I am looking for customers' help. Looking for customers. Are you open to take a look? Let's just, I know we've just gone past 8 o'clock, but let's just see what she says. It'll be fun anyway. You know, she should answer back straight away. Or not. We'll give her a second. I normally don't wait around to see what they say. I just move on to the next one, but because we're at the top of the hour here, I thought I would hang on for a minute. There we go. So she's responding now. Let's see what she says. Sure. So there you go. I've got my yes. Simple as that, folks. So I'm just going to, now I'm going to go and I'm going to give him, when they say they're open to have a look, I always give my sample site, but because you know, she knows I'm looking for a customer. So I'll go, cool. There you go. Paste that in, which is my sample site. And again, I've got, go on and look, copy and paste. So there's my sample site and username. And again, now what I do is I just click on her name here, and I'm going to go and add it to my list, which is, let me show you here. It's my, so now I've got it on a list, and we actually can now do a Facebook post that only the people on that list see, but we've run out of time, so we won't cover that tonight, but we'll cover that again tomorrow. So I'm going to stop sharing there, and come back.
That was excellent live. That was awesome.
That was fun. We actually got a yes like that. So you can just see how, if you follow those 3 steps, it's pretty simple to get the conversation going. And as I say, what I do is I reach out to people one day and I follow up with them the next. And the trick is, because I just sit there and I do my 25, and it takes, can take a while, because I do a bit of looking around to make sure that they are someone that they're worth connecting with. So I do that and if people start responding, I just ignore it. It's as tempting as it is. You don't want to go there, because you'll just end up spinning your wheels and going around in circles, because you'll start getting involved in conversations and overthinking too much. I'd much rather go ahead, get all my invitations, my open conversations, and that's, people are used to that with Facebook. They know that people don't respond automatically, and I haven't had anyone not respond. Like, once they respond, they just can't help themselves re-engaging when you send a message through. So it's perfect. If you've got little kids at home, or or anything that you need to step away from your computer from, you can do these in the gaps. If you're at work, for example, you can send out a few questions, open a few conversations, and then come back either at your lunchtime or after work and follow up again. You don't have to do it like while you're on the phone. Excuse me. You can come back when it suits you to carry on the conversation. So yeah, so that's basically we do that, and we do that on consistently, and that way we get consistently daily yeses and nos. And if you can, it's been proven that if you can get 1 or 2 yeses or nos a day, you're going to, as I say, you can do that for 90 days, you're going to be in the top 1% of all network marketers.
I have a question, Clive. What was that link that you shared with that one gentleman that said something about?
Okay, that's it's an article that was in the direct selling news about the company and how it won the Bravo Awards for the fastest growing health and wellness company in North America. And it
Is there any way you could share that link?
Absolutely, yeah. That
would be great. Yeah, I've never seen that.
Okay, I'll do that right now. I'll put it in I'll put it in the chat here now, and I'll also put it in the group chat.
Okay, perfect. Gosh, you're just so smooth on doing your messages and all of that.
I do the same one all the time. I just so yeah, she's actually just answered me back, that Sue, saying when I said I look forward to your thoughts, and she says sure. So no, she's still talking to me.
That's why. That's slick.
So
as Brent calls it says.
So I'll put that link in the actual group chat now, and I'll put it in our group chat as well. So yeah, so that's, if there's no other questions at all, just looking in the chat now.
Yeah, I think that pretty much everything's been answered. Yeah, so cool.
Yeah, so we'll leave it there. We've actually just gone over a few minutes, but as I say, it's as simple as that. And I'm fluid because I don't overthink it. I don't think, oh, should I send this person? I just send them. I don't know them. They're not in at the moment, so there's only an upside. If they say no, it's cool. I can get my no for the day. If they say yes, hey, it's cool. I've got a yes for the day, and that's the way I look at it. I don't overanalyze it. I don't care. And if I find after a while that I try to get them, go back through, and I come across their friend, the same person as I'm looking to talk to people, and they haven't responded for a few times, then I just delete them, off my friends list.
That's a good idea.
And just as I say, there's no emotion in it whatsoever. If I was on a heart monitor and someone said yes, there would be no difference, or if they said no, or if they ignored me. It's just the same. It's just get my 25 done for the day. As they say, be married to the process, divorced from the results, and the numbers. It's a numbers game. It's simple as that. The numbers play out, and you'll get the results.
Right. So are you, another question, are you deleting the people, like say, that have been your friends for a while, and you're just connecting the first time with them? If they don't respond back to you after a couple messages, are you deleting them?
Yep.
That's okay. I'm starting to.
Yeah.
Why have them as a friend if they're not
exactly
responding? Cool. Yeah. Like that. Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
So no emotion.
Great presentation again.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, folks. So hopefully, if you're here and you're not, haven't got an account yet, get to the person who introduced you, and they will help you out. Get in that Facebook group, because that's where all the magic happens, and that way you'll get access to the team sites, and you'll be able to start building your business just like we've shown you, because it's really easy. And we meet here every day, 7 days a week, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come along, bring your friends, and let's rock it. So thanks, Roxanne, for really helping me out. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
And we will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for everyone for tuning up on your Saturday night and giving us some of your valuable time. We really do appreciate it. And we will see you all tomorrow. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, hang on. We're just getting one other question from Jeannie. How do you keep track of who you've deleted so you don't try to friend them again? I don't try and friend anyone, Jeannie. As I say, if they don't send me a friend request, then hey, I don't have anything to do with them. I don't send friend requests. They send them to me. So thanks everyone. Thanks, and we will see you again tomorrow.